Good morning. I found the necessity to quickly talk about to do this short video. I think I only talked in about one direction. So because we have to look at what if our trade is going to go the other direction, and we should always think about the contrasting view. And at one point, either side is validated for us to know this is what we must do. If you look at the USD index, which is the Dow Jones USD index, this is wave 3-2. It gave us a 5-wave or 5 swing to the upside. So practically it's 5 swing to the upside, the 1-2, and this is just 3-1 and 3-2 here, and to end 3 and to end 4, and this is 5. Now, this may have broken the structure, all the structure, as we can see, and like now it has printed with 4, which is completed here, and it's trying now to print the 5th wave here to the upside, and after which we should see probably a correction. So if the price should correct to the downside, then it will confirm that we are doing wave 2 to go down again. But we must know that in correction, everything is not just a slow movement. It could give you, a motive wave. It could actually give you, really a fast wave, even though in a correction. And we must know how to really understand that. You might not know that it is not a correction that is likely to break the bottom or the top again until it gets to 85. You might not know. But from what we know now, we know we are broken like 3 structures clearly here. But the only thing that can confirm that we're not going down again on USD index, even though we know this is what we are doing here, is if we break the trend line here. The structure that we have on USD dollar index Dow Jones is quite different from the structure of the DXY and the euro dollar. They are different. So I want you to see that these are presented a 5-wave upswing on the USD index. But if you look at DXY, what it had given us is not a clear 5-wave pattern from here. We time this one as an A, and this one as a B, and this one as a C. This one is just a few pips shy from the 100 extension of A to B to C, which will say it doesn't have to. And it has pierced the structure here also as well. Now, we are seeing this as a potential with 5 to complete 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So you can still see it right from here, 1, 2 to the downside, 3, 4, and 5. Now, if you look at euro dollar too, because we have to look at a contrasting view. So once we did wave 3-1 here, and we are saying, is this the end of wave 3-2? The way we saw the sharp, demarcation in the DXY of 1 and 2 here, it does not appear like that. If you look at the base here, you might not see the 1 and the 2. But if you look at the DXY, it's apparent. And these are things you really have to look for every clue. This is 4-hour chart. You can see the DXY 1 and a 2 is clear, a 3, a 4, and a 5. And that is 5 waves. But on the euro dollar, it's not. You won't see it as such. But when you go to the inside structure or the lower time frame structure, it will become apparent that it's 1, 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. In as much as on 1 hour time frame, 30 minutes time frame, this is going up as a 5-wave structure. We must know that it could end up to be a zigzag. And here is what I want to present to us. I want to present to us that if you have opportunity to sell, we are going to sell this. We're going to sell it, but with a very close stop loss. And as we are moving to the downside, we'll be shifting our stop loss to the downside because we are selling against the trend. The trend is upside for now. Why am I saying that we're going to sell? Because again, this may also go down and break the bottom. You should not be confused that we are going to break the bottom because this is A wave, this is B wave, and this is C wave. C wave didn't print up to 100% extension and 123% extension, even though the USD dollar Dow Jones had given us the fact that, oh, they had broken the structure to the upside. And what we want to see from there is to begin to fall. Then we must know at what point do we confirm that for sure, even though USD had broken structure to the upside, DSY had broken the structure to the downside, USD index, Dow Jones, has confirmed that the structure is going down. I mean, the wave is going down. But at one point, do we really confirm? Because this could end up being a double zigzag. So you can see the correction is still sideways. So it's sideways. We need to break the top of this wave B, number one, before we confirm that now the stock we are going up. We don't even have to aim for this top. This is the top that we have to break. Once we break this top, then you know that price is not going down again. But again, let me give us another secret. We don't even have to break this top before we know. This could well be an A B, and a C. Okay, like we know. What if they decide to make it a WXY? We must also know that it could be a WXY. So whereby the entire run here, ABC becomes an A, this becomes an X. We now have to run a double zigzag to the downside, ABC again to finish Y, and before we run up. We must know the tone that tells us a wave is completed, that we are now on course back up. This is the preceding wave to this new wave because the triad is completed ABC, and this is a new wave, which potentially could be a new leg to the upside. But at the same time, just like I tell us that any wave that we see that is going up, we should always start to treat them as ABC until they broke 123, 127 to the upside before we know that, oh, this is a motive wave that is running above 127. Likewise, in any correction of ABC, once we complete a triad, you should always take the next wave that you see as X until it breaks a particular structure. So I want you to listen carefully and understand this. What structure are we talking about? It means it has to break 85.4 of this immediate wave to the upside. Once it breaks it, we know that they are going up. If it gets to 90 and not break the top and the wave is coming down, just know that they are correcting to move up. So now looking at this euro dollar now. So we start from the tip here, from the top here, and we take it to the bottom here. This is the bottom here. Or let me go to 1 hour so that you can see it very well. Or should I use 30 minutes? Let's use 30 minutes. So this is the immediate wave that I want to get out now. So we already have A, B, and a C. So this may be going up now. It didn't actually touch 38. It was just a few pips shy. I placed, a trade to buy, and it didn't pick me by just a few pips. So this is the B wave, the top of B wave, and this is the C wave. So this is the wave that we are thinking that, okay, once we take up, it's 85 and we break it even by a week, by a small fraction of the week, then we are done correcting to the downside. So if we take it from here again, and we take it low to the low here. So 85 is actually here. So we need to check the price action at that level. We need to check the price action at that level. So the limit of correction will be that. Let's use this color because it could turn down. And once we break out of that place, and we are even touching at 90, anything in between this space here is a no-no. Anything in between this space tells you we are going up. So we don't need to go all the way to break this B top or A top before we know that we are going up. That is what I'm saying now. So we now know what to watch for. So if we catch a sell, we are going to sell, and we'll continue to follow the sell, to make sure that it didn't, until it's ready to turn back. For now, it's a 5-way structure to the upside, and it could now end up being a double zigzag. Another thing that could be a cash really is if it breaks out of this trend line, this trend. Let me show you. Now, do I go somewhere that it's not congested? I didn't even draw it there. Now, the trend is when you connect the upper part. Let me show you. So when you connect the upper part of A to B, and you drag it down, the price coming shouldn't break it. So once this breaks the trend line, of course, it would have broken it before even getting to 85. It wouldn't have even gotten to the top of B before it breaks it. Once it breaks it, is an early sign that the price maybe failing to go down, and that we're in a new uptrend to the upside. So, but what confirms it is once we break 85 to the upside. So if I may zoom, I'm going to end now. So if I may zoom now, so this is what I'm talking about. So you can see the tip, the top, and the price. If this is going to complete the fifth wave, it's going to break the top. So we're going to see the manner in which it's going to break the top. So if it's going to break the top, we expect it for now that it shouldn't go beyond so very close to 85. I'm going to use purple. Yeah, very close to 85. So this is the level. 85 is in blue. So that's the level. Very close to 85. So it could as well get to 85. So what I'm saying now is that this is the level. Of course, it could get to this point. But if it breaks this by a week, then it's a sign that we have changed the direction, which apparently USD Dow Jones is telling us that we are changing direction, but they could end up giving us a double zigzag. So we must hold that view. So that's all I want to say for now.